A couple days ago, I asked you to send me your original characters to review. Here are some of your answers. So the first character up to the stand is Nobody. But Snoller Snass, how can you review Nobody? Lol, that doesn't make sense. Ha 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 ha. Go die. No one knows when she started to exist. Not even herself. No one ever bothered about naming her, so she called herself Nobody. She can adapt various forms, being this one the most used by her. Is known for adopting various forms to seduce women all over the world. Omnipresent, shapeshifts, doesn't have an actual physical form, can switch from female to male and the other way around. Tends to have a womanizer behavior, likes annoying people, watching humans commit mistakes, dislikes people that harms others without a reason, being called a freak, though she takes it with humor, not being allowed to do whatever she wants. So the description explains how she's pretty much a slut for all of human history. The most obvious issue with this drawing is the proportions. The arms are clearly too short, but the torso also seems very thin compared to the legs. But I do like the ridiculous spiral hair. That's just great. Before we get to the rest of the character, I have to talk about the strange way the information for this is given. This is common in a lot of reference drawings, and I find it very annoying. On the picture, there's a short summary of what the character is about, and that's fine. But then down here, there's that same summary, but with a little bit more information, followed by a big backstory. I find this a bit confusing since the same information is repeated, but with some editing. I think when artists make these reference sheets, there should be a quick summary of the character on the drawing, and maybe just the backstory in the description. Or all of the information in the description and none on the drawing. Or vice versa, because I end up reading the same information. Now, as for the character, it's certainly different from what I've reviewed so far. A lot of people think that overpowered characters can't work, but they can, with enough clever writing. The impression I get from this is like a slightly limited, sadistic, and bored god. There's all kinds of screwing around with humans and such, which falls in line with annoying people and watching humans commit mistakes. One thing I don't get though is how in her dislikes she has people that harm others without a reason. If she means physical harm, I guess that checks out. But if she means emotional harm as well, then that wouldn't make much sense. I mean, watching humans fail and commit dumb mistakes and manipulating them in general just because she's bored doesn't really come off as caring about whether or not humans harm each other. You would think she would be in favor, or at least indifferent, of harm coming to humans regardless of reason. Maybe this is to show that she does have some care for humans if it becomes serious, or maybe she does eventually develop sympathy, but it needs to be shown better. The design is a bit bland, but I think it gets the job done. The character does have some interesting things going on, but still needs to be fleshed out. Sometimes I come across a character design that really catches my eye. But seriously, I think this design is pretty neat. It's very different from the usual cat or dog OCs. Balor is a cat-like character with a personality to match. A lot about his origins are unknown. However, many think that he is a devil or similar creature. He's not necessarily evil, but has a rather uncompassionate attitude towards anyone or anything that doesn't benefit him. His eye can see over vast distances, and he remembers pretty much everything he sees. Most of his time is spent gathering and compiling information, though for what, nobody knows. When I look at this, I get the impression that this is supposed to be a creature that has the mind of something like a cat, but with some magical properties, of course. I don't think a full-blown personality is necessary, so what they have now is enough. Also, I would suggest that the creature doesn't talk, at least conventionally. If they remain silent or communicate through telepathy, I think that would fit the design. I think the design is very neat, it's different, but it's also not too complicated. There's a lot of potential for this creature, but not much else besides the design is that intriguing. I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, but oh well. This is Rice. A narwhal-human hybrid with a pretty bad design, honestly. But there are simple improvements that can be made. Apparently people seem to confuse this character with a snowman a lot, and I can see why. When I look at this, I don't think human narwhal hybrid. I think weird blue man with an ice cream cone for a nose. I think there should be more distinguishing narwhal features mixed in with the human features, the head shape especially. And it's not like you have to blend these two species together so evenly that the end result is terrifying. Minor changes can have a profound effect. The saturation of the colors in general is far too high, but that can be changed easily. To summarize his description, he's a stupid Californian beach boy who is half man, half narwhal, and may or may not have a Swedish accent. Also, everyone thinks he's a snowman, and he's dating an orange-blooded demon named Sonachi. The personality does not have that much development yet, but I believe that's a work in progress. The design does need work. There isn't too much that stands out to me, but I did find the cone nose amusing. I'm currently trying to get some work done, so this is all I can make for now, but trust me, there will be more videos very soon. Anyway, my name is Solar Sands, and goodbye.